So Martin,
Callum,
have you ever heard of a man called the Night Stalker?
thought you'd never ask. That man is insane.
Correct.
So we're gonna see what makes him into the pop culture legend that he is.
Absolutely.
The Night Stalker. In depth. You're listening to the Raspy Apple Podcast. So the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Richard Ramírez.
That's his name.
I mean, it took them long enough to tell us that, right?
Stop.
Like, out of all the names you could have had, Richard Ramírez, like, that sounds like the guy who's cutting your meat down the deli, like.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird name. It suits him though, if that's...
You know, if I was gonna think that a person was a serial killer, Ricky Ramírez, I mean, what can you do?
I mean, he had different names though. I mean, before the Night Stalker, he was called the Walking Killer, the Valley Intruder.
The Walking Burglar, yeah. That's...
I think the Night Stalker was the best one that stuck.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, just for a name that just makes you stay up at night, the Night Stalker.
It's
like men and women were afraid.
I mean, the guys who dealt the case, you know,
Big Gil,
and Frank Salerno.
I
mean, they were awake at night. Frank
know.
even said he slept with a gun.
I know.
Imagine.
First time sleeping with a gun.
So the Night Stalker, he's the man that horrified the City of Angels.
City of Angels, my last fucking city.
With his
of
reign
Angels.
of terror, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy was known for crimes at night time, you know?
Yeah.
Climbing through people's windows and unlocking doors and basically doing what he could, make a name for himself.
I mean, it seems crazy to me that in a city like Los Angeles where, you know, Olympics just was there, famous Hollywood, all the great sports teams.
Boom of the 80s.
Boom of the 80s.
I mean, you got movies like Indiana Jones.
Stop.
The Goonies.
Stop.
I mean, this just seemed like the life until this nightmare came along.
I mean, you have this man on a nightly basis sneaking into homes, taking anything, raping anyone.
Yeah.
Right? And he evaded police for like a year. Right?
Oh, it was 14 months, I think, maybe.
Like James Bond or Richard Ramírez. Like, this man is a covert operator.
It's crazy how he got away with it for that long. Like,
Stop.
I don't know. Strange.
You know what the weirdest thing to me is, right? After everything was said and done, at his trial, okay, pentagram on his hand.
Oh yeah.
Worshipping Satan.
Mm-hmm.
This man's getting fan letters.
Groupies.
Like he's a rock star.
Stop.
Like, that's insane to me.
You're not quirky.
You're not interested.
You're not cool.
Like,
you're romanticizing a serial killer. Like
that's insane.
Nah.
Like, this man.
You got nudes.
I know.
Like,
right?
Love letters.
Stop. And he's on the death penalty. Like, there's no future with this man.
No, not at
Like,
all.
you're not gonna have 2-bedroom house, white picket fence, 2.5 kids, mortgage, going to work every day. No, this man's a killer.
Yeah. Imagine being the people that defended him in court.
That's a tough job.
What could you defend? A monster?
Yeah, you know that Satan worshipping mass murder?
Yeah.
Not guilty. Don't worry about it.
Malevolent figure? Yeah. Yeah.
On what grounds is he not guilty? Trust us, bro. Like, you don't trust us?
And he said, see you in Disneyland.
Oh, stop.
Like that, like what?
Stop.
Crazy.
I love when his trial was going on. And he went on this whole rant like, my methods are beyond your understanding. No, I think we understand them.
No, we do.
I think it's pretty clear what you're trying to do.
You did everything in the name of Satan.
I know.
Everything. Pentagrams on the bodies.
Stop.
House. Do you know what freaked me out about
What
this guy?
freaked you out, bro?
I'll tell you now. This guy would get so comfortable in somebody's house after killing them. He would grab a snack.
Stop.
He would sit down.
Stop.
Carve the walls.
Stop.
Like,
I'm not even that comfortable in my own house.
No.
Let alone someone else's. And this man, you know, 4 seasons, putting his legs up. What you got in the fridge? Like,
to himself. He's having conversations in the houses with himself.
Yeah, like, my thing is, right, this man was sloppy. Like, he if he was actually, like, on this for, like, just the absolute, like, killing, he would have killed the girl who saw him. He let her get away, right?
He did.
Okay, he let all the kids get away. Like, I'm not saying I'm unhappy that he did it. But, like, this man wasn't in it for just the death, right? He wanted to like actually see the fear in your eyes, which is like
He made them swear upon Satan.
That's X. Like,
and then he told one victim, "Tell them the Night Stalker was here."
Yeah.
Now that I'm just saying that's balls. That you got balls to say that.
Like,
I mean, they might have already known, but to say
Yeah.
to admit it,
yeah.
like, come on,
Stop, man.
sign a card with your name,
Just leave the letter
send
at
it
the
to the
house.
police department.
I'm like,
And what's crazy is LA, big place.
big place.
You're gonna think that the police are gonna do a good job
a good
to
job.
find you, but there's different jurisdictions.
Okay, see, this is my thing. I'm not one to usually draw it down to this, right? But that was the biggest dick measuring contest I'd seen in a long time.
It was all about publicity.
Like-
Remember with the OJ case? They'd all come
yeah.
into court, and the cameras would be on them. Even like people would be waiting outside for them.
Stop.
What are you wearing today?
Is that relevant? Like, I don't think so.
Legit, like
No,
crazy.
like, this is my thing, right? Got the car that he was driving. Oh, sorry, can't let you have that. Okay, fair enough. Had 2 police officers stationed in the doctor's office where he was going to.
No, that
Wait, too much
had
money.
me annoyed.
Too much money,
Too much money.
right?
They pull out.
Right.
Next day he comes in.
Stop.
But they installed it like
It's a script.
they,
Like that,
they
you
installed
couldn't
an
write
alarm,
that.
didn't they? But it wasn't wired
Didn't work.
properly.
Didn't
work. Didn't go off.
Stop.
Imagine being Gil. Like he said he was angry. Imagine being Frank.
Oh, stop.
Even angrier.
Imagine, not only do you have to deal with the higher ups, not only do you have to deal with your competition, right? But my man Gil has to come home, right? Have a feud with his wife, right? They move out. Now he's all alone,
Yeah.
right? So this man's alone, trying to catch one of the most notorious serial killers ever,
Oh yeah.
right? And you can't even give him a working alarm? Thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
That's a good point.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
This man never slept.
This man was taking off his shoes, right? Taking off his socks. About to put his head down. Ring, ring, ring.
Ring ring.
Ring, ring, ring.
You're in.
You're in.
Like
I just left. We don't care.
it's like in WWE when you tag your tag team partner. You know, somebody's gone to sleep now. Jill can't.
Oh my
You're tagged in.
gosh. It's like, you know.
And then
stop.
Frank Salerno,
Can we just say something about Frank?
badass.
He's badass, but like, personality of a cardboard. Like, I'm sorry.
Poker face, if I ever.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, so Frank dealt with a case, Hillside Stalker, I believe,
Oh, those 2 guys were insane.
and he cracked that case.
Cracked it like an egg.
But this one was different to Frank. I mean,
it had the kids though. See, that's why, right? I mean, the kids were just like, okay. They didn't even want to take the kids to trial because of how damaging it would be to their psyches.
yeah.
Like, and even Frank was
Would
starting
you have
crying.
brought it to court if you were Frank, or like, do you know the way they dropped it? Would you
yeah.
have brought it in? I think they did the right thing.
I think I would have mentioned it at the trial just to make sure people knew about it. Because from the people I talked to, right, no one knew he had done the kid stuff, right? Not even the people that were alive then,
Yeah, facts.
right? Now, in fairness, he had, like 30 murder counts towards him, so it's not like he needed the extra ones. But, like, it's the principle, right?
Yeah.
Like, this man would take them. He put him in a duffel bag, man. Snuck him into his pigsty of a house.
Was that his house?
That was his house, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let them go at, like, a petrol station, right?
Tell them to bring the cops.
Stop.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm done with you now.
Yeah.
Have fun. Like, that's X. Like,
I'll be honest, I never knew about not the Hillside Stalker. Who are we talking about? The Night Stalker. And I didn't fear him at all until I found out what he's done. And bro, was I shocked.
listen, man. Not only am I shocked at what he did, right? Just look at the facts of the case. Like, this man, right, should have been spotted for being, you know, mass murder material from day one, right? Head trauma when he's a child, right?
Yeah.
Head trauma when he's a adolescent teen,
Yep.
right? Abused by his father. Chained to a cross in a graveyard
Absolutely.
for a night,
Yeah.
right? Left the father's house, gun with his cousin. Thought it was going to be better. Ha! You thought, because it wasn't.
No.
This man was a vet. Abusing
For the Vietnam War, actually.
the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Abusing all these women in Vietnam. Bringing back pictures.
Polaroids.
Polaroids. Spurring them on. Spurring Ramirez on. Right?
Crazy.
Like, this man dropped out of school. Right? Started doing crime. You know,
Smoked a lot of weed.
I think he was on cocaine as well.
Acid. A lot of acid.
A lot of acid.
A lot of acid.
like wasn't there this case before where he was working at a hotel, right?
Hotel Inn.
Hotel Inn.
Yes.
And he went in and sexually assaulted the wife of some man staying in the room.
Apparently she was showering and he was watching.
Yeah.
And then he...
Like, that's creepy on day one, right?
He launched.
Husband came back, rescued her.
Bet him to an inch of his life.
But then they didn't press charges because they went back to El Paso, right?
Yeah, but you see, back in the day, women were humiliated by facing
That's fair.
their abuser. You get me?
I mean, times haven't changed, really.
No, not at all. But like, I mean, I'd say it is a hard thing to face.
100%.
But then again, close call, not dealt with properly.
I mean, I'm not sure about the States, but I know here they keep the names anonymous for that exact reason not to happen, right? They don't release the names to protect the victim. But like, 1980s America, we're not talking about like, 1800s,
Yeah.
Moldova or something like.
I mean, yeah.
This is not like back. This is like what 50 years ago maybe. Like they should have known. Like.
I mean, they should have got, like, this man wasn't even charged.
I know.
Until he was caught by the neighbor.
Exactly, but
he was only charged with, burglary, Grand Theft
drugs,
Auto,
stuff like that. Yeah,
light stuff.
But like,
not light, but
it's not murder. It's not rape.
No.
It's not But like, my thing is, if they would have charged him in the Hotel Inn case, right? How many lives would have been saved? 10, 20, 30? More? Like, people don't even know how many people he killed. We just know the ones that they started investigating on.
True.
Right?
Oh, I definitely think there's more.
And first of all, what are the odds of him having the only shoe in LA with that mark? Avia? I think so, yeah. What are the odds of that?
Did you say he ordered that?
I said
or was it just one shop that purchased it, sold it?
Yeah.
Obviously, Richard.
Yeah. From what I know about America, they have a lot of strange places where you could like get something that's never been sold anywhere else in. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
But the odds of him having the only shoe in LA.
That was crazy.
Like.
That was pretty.
That's insane.
And the fact when they got the car, remember he drew the pentagram on the car.
Stop. And he just imagine getting away from the cops by just running. Like, this man must have been an Olympic sprinter because this man was outrunning.
Oh,
the
he was
cops.
timid though.
Remember when he shot those two guys? Oh, sorry, husband and wife, in the head, and he just ran.
Yeah, he ran.
Yeah.
And he used the word bitch.
Yeah, exactly. A lot.
And he ran out. That's a coward, though.
Exactly. Because imagine getting shot in the head, right, by this guy. You stand back up, like already, okay, fair enough, right? But he just runs.
I mean, you're expecting somebody to stand up and collapse.
Exactly. Exactly.
But for them to run at you, that's
like what the Kill Bill is going on here, man. 2 shots to the dome, you're still alive.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, the car, when they wanted to do fingerprints in the car.
Sorry, no, can't let you have it.
I mean, not even that, but when they did get their hands on it, the sun was shining down the car.
Just burned all the skin cells.
Burned all the skin cells.
Stop.
Are you crazy?
Stop. I mean, that's where they did find the dentist stuff.
Did.
But like again, we saw, again.
They knew he was coming back though to the dentist, but of course the money side of things.
Stop.
Just give them another day, and they would have had him.
Stop. I mean, money is just like. It's not the root of all problems, but like it's definitely the root of this problem. It's like
definitely
like how are you gonna say, oh sorry, we couldn't spend an extra $1,000, right? We couldn't spend an extra, $5,000 to catch a mass murderer.
Just one more day.
Like
that's all they needed.
My thing with this is right. They didn't believe Gil when he first tried to do the shoe thing, right? They stopped him from doing all this. Dentist
I'd say
in the
that
car.
is infuriating.
Stop.
Absolutely driving you nuts.
Stop.
Just like, cause you're a rookie. You're known as the rookie.
The rookie, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like if I'm a rookie, what are you? Because like you're not solving any cases.
Yeah.
Like
you're not on this case.
Stop.
Eventually, they all have to come together and try to do something. But
remember that video he put out of him doing like the infomercial with the shoe?
Oh yeah.
That was excellent.
He was good at that. But then again, do you know the portraitist that drew the picture?
Yeah, her. Quick side note: the Night Stalker hit her house. Right, like the house right next to her, bro. After it was done, woman was chained to the bed, right?
Yelling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Help me.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You're working on the case of the Night Stalker. Night Stalker hits the house next to you, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's a strange one.
Anyway, what were you gonna say about the portraitist?
Yeah, when they showed the portraitist picture, I'm not gonna lie, that threw me off Night Stalker. I thought he was gonna look totally different.
Oh yeah, that wasn't a good fit. Yeah.
I mean,
It wasn't a good fit at all.
no, not saying I could have done a better job,
I'm not an artist, but
but
like,
that threw me. Like, I had a total different picture of this man. You know.
my thing is with that picture, I thought he was gonna look like maybe some Scandinavian guy, you know, really cheekboned, you know.
Oh yeah. He had weird cheekbones.
Yeah,
Very
like,
defined.
Yeah.
Strange.
Mine looked like a skeleton just with painted skin on.
Yes, and some mullet thing going on.
Oh, the 80s, man.
Yeah. But,
Zoink Scoob. Where's my mullet at?
Scooby snacks.
Oh, stuff. No, like... With Richard Ramírez, man, I'm just confused at how someone turns out like that, right? I know he's been abused, but, like, I don't get how you can go from
Think
being
about it.
damaged. Uh-huh.
Youngest of, I think, 5 kids.
Okay.
Dad, Julian.
Okay.
Mother, Mercedes.
Okay.
Nice name, by the way.
Good car.
You know, Dad used to have fits of rage.
Fair.
Took his anger out a lot of the time on the kids.
Yeah.
Richard, that's how I was going to scare him.
Yeah.
Definitely cousin Mike. Show him in the Polaroids.
I know,
I think
yeah.
that's insane for
I
a
mean, these are
12-year-old.
all the ingredients to make a mass murderer, but, like...
Did you just say this? But didn't he shoot his wife in front of Richard? Cousin Mike.
He did! Oh my gosh, I forgot that.
Like,
Yeah.
that's going to scare anybody.
That's insane.
Watching somebody get
I think he
shot.
went to prison for that, yeah.
Oh, we did?
Cousin Mike, yeah.
Oh, we had to have. Come on.
Self-defense, yeah. That's X.
I mean, even, like, the burglaries,
Yeah.
the GTA, you know.
Yeah.
All, you know, working the Hotel Inn. I mean, he probably thought he was above punishment when they didn't take him to trial. When he was working in the Hotel
Yeah,
Inn.
and assaulted the woman.
Assaulted the woman.
Yeah.
And got bet to a pub.
Because you're enabling bad behavior, right? Without punishment, right? Like, that's why, you know, some people are all like...
It boosts somebody's ego.
Yeah.
Going unpunished. I mean, you're getting away with years.
Exactly. Like, what I don't get, right, is that, you know, we're all like, the law is supposed to punish and deter and everything, but, like, doesn't seem like they're trying to do that, right? Like, everything is always about how it looks, right?
Yeah.
How's it going to look if we do this? How's it going to look if we don't do this, right? Like, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not a police officer, I'm not a detective, I don't know how you're going to do it, but, like, it seems like they were putting way too much emphasis on, oh, okay, well, this doesn't look good publicly. Like, the mayor of Los Angeles just saying everything.
Oh, she basically DM'd Richard. All up in his DMs.
At Ramirez.
Yeah. Underscore, you know, 1960, El Paso, Texas.
Stop.
Oh, come on.
Like,
She gave away the shoe print,
shoe print.
the caliber of gun.
Stop. The little red thing, the satanistic drawings.
Yes. And there was another thing that she gave away. I can't remember, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and apparently she was like, nobody told her not to say it. I mean, a bit of common sense.
Okay, yeah, but, like, up here for thinking, down there for dancing, like...
Thank you.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Come on.
Like,
that oh, I don't know.
yeah, this is an ongoing murder case? Oh, and those are vital information points? Oh, you think you might want to know that? Yeah, I do. Hey, Richard, yeah.
I mean, that was probably the smartest thing Richard could have done. Went to another place.
Yeah.
You know, started...
The detectives are kind of, you know, oh, the Night Stalker's not that bad, but then they hit.
Yeah.
A quick question, though, right?
Yes.
I'm not saying all the cases were like this, but he killed a lot of Asians, right? Like, I know San Francisco has a lot of Asians. And
Yeah, but all of his
Very
murders
diverse area.
varied in race and age.
I know, but it just seemed like...
That's why it was so
I
hard
know,
to judge
yeah.
this man.
Maybe that's just the murders that were made very public.
There was a one in San Fran.
Yeah.
And then one in, obviously, LA.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just the demographic of LA. I'm not too familiar with it, but...
True, yeah. I like
You
that
know,
point, yeah.
Maybe... I don't know if he... Maybe he didn't have a type, but maybe he just...
Sometimes I had a feeling that he knew a house already.
Oh, stop saying.
Like, there was this woman. Now, this was the one that struck out most to me. There was this... I think she was a grandmother.
Was that the one who was scared of getting sexually assaulted all her life?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean...
I felt so bad for her, man.
Yeah, same. She lived by herself. And for him to... I mean, maybe it's just look at the straw, you know? That he just gets in there.
I don't think so, bro.
But I feel like he knew that somebody was living alone.
He must have stalked the house like Night Stalker.
I mean, he was known for being a peeping Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that... I mean, she's living alone. What's he gonna be peeping at? But,
Yeah, exactly.
you know.
But, like, my thing with that is, right, he definitely marked his targets. Like, even with the kids, right? He just walks up to the window.
Absolutely.
He knows the kid's there. Hey, come with me. Put you in a duffel bag.
How did he get the first girl?
I think he just walked up and said, oh, hey, your parents told me to do this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the girl was all like, oh, he seemed like someone I would know, right? I mean, you're a 6-year-old. I'm not going to be mean to you.
So
he
was she in her house?
Yeah, I think he just walked up to the window and took her out the window.
That's kind of...
Yeah, I think she fell asleep in his arms. Like...
I mean, she said she kind of knew him.
Yeah. She felt like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
She turned out good, though. I'm proud of her because,
She's got her life together.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I respect that. But yeah, like, he must have marked his victims because they're just too precise to be random.
I mean, you're driving to San Fran when all your
you're from El Paso, like, in the first place.
everybody that you've murdered is in LA.
Yeah.
Why are you driving to San Francisco?
Exactly.
Like, you must know something.
Exactly. Like, it must be like a vendetta or something.
Oh, it's strange.
But, like, the first murder that they showed, I think a Japanese girl, right?
Was that with the friend that
with the
got away?
Latin friend, yeah right? And then, Peter Pan.
Yeah.
The elderly Asian women, right? Like, I mean, maybe they're just standing out to me because I'm trying to make a link. You know what I mean? Just trying to be rational when it's irrational.
I mean, you
right?
killed an old couple on their bed.
Yeah. What a coward, right?
Yeah.
Like, remember? They were the salt of the earth ones. Left their door open because they're from the Midwest of America. Yeah. Right?
I mean, even the neighborhoods were friendly.
Exactly.
Like, the one that lived on her own. I mean,
doing cartwheels out in the front.
Stop.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the houses didn't look run down or anything. I mean, this guy just...
I mean, Cali was a nice area back in the 80s. Like, I don't
there.
Stop.
But I have a question for you, actually. Do you feel like residents around bought their first firearm during this period?
Yeah, so 100%, because LA is kind of known as, there's a lot of like gang warfare and everything, but like the regular people are kind of not gun owners, right? We're not living in somewhere like the Midwest or the South or something like in America. It's a stereotype, but it's the truth, right?
Yeah.
I think that if the Night Stalker was in your area, right? If the Night Stalker was killed, not your friend, not your cousin, but like someone you knew of, right?
A friend of a friend,
exactly,
or bigger scale,
distant person.
Yeah.
You're definitely buying something to defend yourself, right? You're definitely, because like it's not like this man's just going in with a knife or a rope or anything. This man's going in fully loaded, ready to shoot you in your sleep, like just like I feel back in the
sleeping on his couch.
Exactly, just a kill shot back of the head.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not saying I would have slept with the gun under my pillow, but it would have been in arm's reach. Like,
oh, definitely.
Stuff.
I mean, it would have been, I don't know, it would have been in my hand to sleep.
Exactly, like.
Yeah, it's crazy back then.
Because, like, this man, he had the build for it. Skinny, walking into houses, walking into windows, you know what I mean? It's just, and like, what was he, like 5'11"? Size 12, size 11 shoe?
Size 11 shoe.
Like, this, like, Slenderman before Slenderman, am I right? Like,
that's, yeah, absolutely.
Like, yeah, I definitely would have bought my first gun. 100%.
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of people said that.
Yeah.
And they didn't even know how to use a gun.
Which is dangerous. I don't encourage that, but
I don't encourage it, but I mean
it's rational.
Yeah. It gives you something to fall back on, I suppose.
Stop.
I mean, if you don't feel safe in your own house,
where do you feel safe?
Exactly.
Stop, man. Like, no, that's the thing. Like, when the safety of an area is gone, right? Like, people kind of go kooky, right? And I'm not saying buying a gun is kooky. The opposite, actually.
But it's not even they're going kooky. The anger's building up.
Exactly.
Because they're getting frustrated that all the LAPD cannot find this man. Like, it's hard.
It is a tough situation because on one hand you don't want to become like
you don't want to be that Karen.
State. Yeah, you don't want to be that Karen. Yeah,
like she couldn't do a better job.
Yeah.
But I mean, they could. I feel like they could have stopped them earlier than they did.
Yeah, they definitely could have been more efficient. Like, hindsight's always 20/20.
I mean,
right? But like
San Fran was definitely the big whoop. Yeah. The big oopsie.
Yeah, exactly.
When the mayor came on, I didn't like that.
Even the police officers, the media was all like, "Oh, hey, you learned anything new? Yeah, the guy has Satan stuff on the wall. Good job, bro." Like,
yeah, and the reporters as well.
Least favorite part of this whole situation And you know what? I have nothing against the media saying that for money reasons. But listen. They're only concerned about getting a story. They're not concerned about solving the case.
Yeah.
They're not concerned about the victims. They're not even concerned about the police officers who are losing sleep.
They're not even concerned about their own workplace.
Exactly. Like this man
They're
could have
out
came
for
in any
themselves.
day. Exactly.
They are lone wolves, but in packs. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make
sense. I mean, this woman came on, Laurel, I think, Yanni. I don't know. I hear the same.
Laurel Yanni.
But apparently, she sat in court.
Yeah.
And she pictured him doing stuff to her.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, I get that.
I don't. I do not.
Yeah, but obviously, you're gonna probably, if you're there, you're gonna picture yourself in a situation of him.
Yeah, but she was here for it. Like she was investigating this
That's
man
true.
nonstop.
Yeah.
So like, I have very little sympathy for like, oh, the detective's on the plane. Guess who's right next to you? The journalist.
Yes.
Like that's X.
And like, do you care to speak about it? No.
No. What do you think this is? A reality
Like, I'm
TV
playing
show?
a game of poker here. Like,
Like
you know.
90 Day Fiance contestant. You want to speak about your thing? No, I don't.
No.
I don't.
And they just kept going.
Stop.
They were like little like
Wolf smelling blood.
yeah, shark smelling blood or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Dog smelling fucking I don't know.
Catnip.
meat.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Like
Insane.
this is my main problem with the journalists, right? They don't think they're doing anything wrong. They think they're getting the truth. Can you stop?
And like, I think they had a hold over Frank Salerno.
Oh yeah, they made him do an interview.
The shoe or something.
Yeah, the blonde girl was all like, "What can you tell me about this shoe?" Nothing. Like, what do you think this is?
Like, what are you trying to do?
They made him do an interview to get her off the trail, and you can tell like Frank Salerno's knuckles must have been white. Like they must have been just.
But I mean, you must be getting paid hard
Oh, stop.
to not stop nagging at these police officers.
You know what the sad thing is? I doubt it's even the pay. It's just like, oh, I want to be the guy who breaks the case.
That's true, actually. The publicity of that.
Like, oh,
Imagine like a news reporter solved the case.
yeah,
You
stop,
know,
stop.
or like they just knew a piece of information
Stop.
and held it off the police or something.
Just like,
No.
just point that
anything,
to their
anything.
names.
It's crazy.
Stop. Like, I mean, the media was bad back then. Like, stop now. If we had a Night Stalker now, oh stop.
He'd be caught quicker though.
He would be caught much quicker.
Much quicker.
But like it would still be bad because like the media would be like, oh hey, we found that he is like 6'10", Scandinavian male. Well thanks. Like now you know how he looks. Now we can't catch him.
And what was the detectives in San Fran?
Oh, they were stupid.
Oh, I didn't like them.
Like they were just like remember I think, was he Irish? I don't know. Remember the guy who was all like, listen, if you don't tell me his name, I'll turn around and punch you in the face.
Yeah, and he's like, I threw a punch, and it wasn't my best.
But it
punch,
wasn't my worst.
But it wasn't my worst. Like, come on, I don't need to know that information.
Is that relevant to me catching the
No.
killer? Like I don't think it is.
He's like, I threw a punch. It wasn't my best, but it wasn't my worst. Like, come on.
Yeah, stop. Like he's definitely that one guy you said, I've never lost in an arm wrestle. When he loses, like, oh, sprained wrist from last week.
Exactly. Or it's like he was playing like Call of Duty or something. It's like, oh yeah, I got no scope.
Oh, sorry,
Headshot
lag.
collab.
Lag.
It's lagging, last week the servers, Come on, bro.
Oh, stop. You're still updating my software. Oh, stop.
I have questions.
Yeah, give me some rapid fire ones.
Rapid fire.
Give me some rapid fire ones.
I mean, I have some in-depth ones.
Okay, give me the in-depth ones. It's no
So,
problem.
this kind of like a really, really good one. Do you believe serial killers are born or bred?
Do I believe serial killers are born or bred? Nature versus nurture. I think sociopaths are born, but I think the kind of motivation to kill, right, is bred,
Bred in.
right?
Especially in Richard's situation.
Yeah. Like a lot of people, have trouble feeling emotion or feeling human empathy, right? But like, it takes a certain knot to break before you can actually take someone's life.
But I mean, this guy all around, there was nothing good in him.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't one act of kindness that you can say, actually, Richard done this.
Yeah, because
You
like
know?
even the people he spared, right? He either shot their best friend or molested them.
Like I think I could be wrong on this. Ted Bundy saved a child from drowning.
Can't speak on that really, but
Yeah, I'm not too sure now, but like Ramirez would laugh.
I know, yeah.
He would sit there looking at the child drowning, and he'd be like, "Okay."
That's my bread and butter.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. Like he fed off the weak, I suppose.
He played off confidence.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Oh, next question, man.
Did you picture him differently? And if you did, like, describe.
Oh, I pictured him way differently. I didn't think he'd be Latino or Mexican or, you know, Hispanic, whatever he was.
If this makes sense, I didn't think he'd look like how he spoke.
No. Mm-mm. I thought he would be, you know, bulkier, deeper voice, you know what I mean? Like,
The fact that this guy was so thin.
So thin.
Like, it just showed how cowardly he was.
Yeah,
Because
stuff.
he used the gun.
exact
Used
knife,
hammers.
sneaking in.
I mean, he used the wires off some, like... What was that, alarm clock? Like,
Yeah, that's so strange. But yeah, I thought he would be bulkier guy, you know,
definitely.
same age, the same age.
I mean, I kind of pictured the devil when I saw him.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like...
I didn't think of a race, but I didn't think he would be Hispanic. You know what I mean? I think, like, what do I think? Maybe just because of the link, I thought he would maybe have been Asian, just because he was going after the Asians. Usually they say you go after similar people.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
say like, you know, he had mother problems or dad problems. He's going after people that, you know, looked like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But really, that's just an opinion. But
I mean, I thought he was going to be American. I think, you know,
yeah,
just like
yeah.
that, you know.
Yeah,
straight up
that seems obvious.
white American, you know.
oh, okay.
Just
Run of the mill, average Joe kind of guy.
like something similar to the portrait,
Yeah.
but not if you get
Like another Bundy type. Another
yeah, absolutely. So
I think because LA is so diverse, right? You never know.
no, you don't. Like
Yeah.
it's just
Like Bundy and Manson, I don't know where they're from or where they were doing the murders, but like, you know, that's just you don't really think about, you know, how looks actually matter because you probably pass through tens of thousands of people in your life, right? Maybe probably more, but you can sometimes recall someone if you see them again, right?
true.
So like the looks are.
I mean, he
important.
didn't really stand out.
Exactly.
He
Like
kind of,
yeah.
in a way, he kind of fit in, I suppose. I mean, he had the hair, the hair of the 80s, you know,
The teeth, but the teeth aren't, you know.
No, the teeth. I mean,
Yeah.
he stood out with his smell. Like, he
Yeah.
smelled really
Apparently
bad.
you smell really bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all the. I mean, the little girl actually came out saying that, like, I can remember the smell. Yeah. There's a name for that, actually, for bad smelling breath. I forget it.
I don't know, but I just expect him to be bulkier.
Do you think there was more murders or even, like, disappearances linked?
Much more. Like,
It's not even a question.
it's not even a question. Like,
No.
it's just a matter if you want to accept the facts or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like they'll definitely come out with something in a few years.
Yeah,
There has to be more. Like, this man got away with it for so long.
for so long. Like, well, I don't know how old he was when they caught him. Maybe 30 or something. But like, I bet he was doing this since he was like 20, 18, 20. Like, crazy.
I mean, what age was he during this time? He was born in 1960.
He was born in 1960.
Yeah. El Paso.
He was like 25.
25, yeah.
Like that's young. That's really young.
Pretty young.
Like,
I mean, he was a dropout from school.
exactly, yeah. Which I mean, in and itself, it's fine. But like,
No, it's fine.
usually when you go to that behavior and you drop out of school, there's something.
Then you start the drugs.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly.
It's just...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anything could have helped this guy. I just think he was evil through and through. Like, he showed no sign of remorse during the trial.
Once he did the hotel inn thing, I think the best thing would have been to just catch him and then try to reform him. But like, even then, he seems like kind of the guy who would play mind tricks with you. Like, he'd act like he's reformed.
Well, I mean, just so you're a police officer, would you try to stop somebody?
What do you mean?
Like, he got away from that case.
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you think you would have brought him back and just done something?
Yeah, like, listen. I think that even if you don't have someone to testify, right, you should definitely keep his name or keep his, you know, identity in some kind of folder. Says, okay, we can't, like, prove in a legal trial that he did this, but we know what happened, right? So that way, similar events happen. Right?
I mean, his picture
Yeah.
when he goes to prison, was that an old picture?
See, I don't know.
Yeah.
But see, my thing is, listen, if they would have kept this file on and said, well, has this guy done anything before? Oh, yeah, you know, there was a charge against him, you know, sexually assaulting a girl. Why don't we go find this girl, show him the picture? Does this look like the guy you've, you know, been attacked by? Yes, bang.
Yeah, but she didn't want to face... I mean...
But even privately, though.
Yeah.
But
true,
again,
true,
I'm not in
true.
that position. I can't really talk, but, like...
Yeah, it's weird.
It is.
Do you have any questions?
My question would be is, if you were a victim, right, would you forgive the Night Stalker?
Never.
I didn't even finish the question.
Why would you?
If he really repented, like, if he really said, I'm sorry...
If he said it.
Like, if you could see his face right now, guys.
He didn't believe in forgiveness. I mean, pentagrams.
Church of
like,
Satan, yeah.
Man, this is like I'm surprised he didn't smear blood.
Honestly, like he probably didn't want to cut himself.
Yeah, true.
But like,
We're not much of a coward.
Yeah.
Not even like.
so like even if he like came out like 10, 20 years later saying, guys, listen, I was high on drugs, I didn't mean any of it, you know. You think it's a cop out?
He did die in 2013.
Cancer, yeah, I know.
Of
He's
cancer.
dead. Yeah.
But I think he got so easy.
You think that's the easy way out?
Oh, he was in heaven for like he was only confined for 20 years in a box.
It's not that long for all the murders
That's
he did.
not
for,
that
yeah,
long
for all the murders he did.
at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Like American prison is harsh, but
Like I would have tried to keep him alive.
just so he can suffer.
Yeah, so he can suffer.
I mean, a lot of victims would agree with you.
He was not a good guy at all.
Not at all.
And for the groupies, you're even more insane.
Stop. The groupies need to be. Yeah, I don't know what to do with them.
Like, it's just you don't do that. You don't
like
look up to a serial killer.
Top 10 people getting nudes. Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, the Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like, what's? I mean, the bad boy.
But he's not even a bad boy.
No, because he's a coward. Like, so it's just
like he's not even the guy who's like, you know, tells your dad to F off. It's like he literally will kill your dad. Like not even joking.
I mean, I did see. Do you know Inside Edition?
Oh, yeah.
I seen this like little interview with him. I think when he
was in prison. Yeah, I heard about that.
And he was like, "Oh, I do believe in a malevolent being.
Oh yeah,
like,
no,
his force is powerful and all this."
Yeah,
like,
we can tell. Like,
and he's just what I want to know what drove him.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely the childhood.
It's definitely the childhood. Yeah, but see, my thing is, a lot of people have a childhood like that, but don't go on to be, you know, that abusive.
Exactly.
I think really like what happened is when he started to get these urges, there was no one for him to like fall back on, because like the most important thing, right, when you start getting like these crazy thoughts, you know, especially for men, right, we tend to go a bit kooky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Heightened testosterone, all this, but you have someone to talk to. They say, you know, listen, man, talk to me. You know what I mean? You know, even a priest.
Men don't stand up and talk.
You know what? Exactly.
You know, they just feel ashamed.
Exactly.
But in Richard's case,
I don't care if he felt ashamed or not.
No.
Right? I'm saying so he should have.
I hope he felt ashamed.
Exactly. Yeah. But someone should have spotted the signs.
Yeah.
Right? Like, even his mother, like, I know, okay, 1960s America, Spanish household, you know, the man's probably the dominant figure. You know, like, you know, that's probably what has happened. But, like, if I was a mother of Richard Ramírez and the father was doing that, I would have said, Richard, here, you know, you can go live with, you know, some other guys, or, like, maybe in, like, a boarding school or, like, a juvenile home, right?
Yeah.
Just to straighten him out, like,
yeah.
You know, or, like, you know, here, join the army.
Like, do you know that show Beyond Scared Straight? Pity that wasn't back in the day.
You know, it's a pity that wasn't back in the day for the main reason, like, but like even if it was back in the day, do you think Richard's father would have been on Beyond Scared Straight? Like, you think he would have let his son go to Beyond Scared Straight?
He probably thought he was the best.
He probably thought he was right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish he would have joined the army, because I'm not a big fan of people joining the army out of desperation. I feel like you should really join it if you really want to.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta have the love.
Exactly right, because you know army's no joke, man.
No, it's not. No.
At all. So like big respect to them, but like it straightens people out. But then again, cousin Mike, I mean, did that really work? So you know, I don't really know.
I mean, if you're talking about Vietnam flashbacks,
yeah,
I'm not thinking Polaroids of Vietnamese women.
Exactly.
You know,
I saw that there's over 10,000 American Vietnamese children fathered by American soldiers. 10,000. Do you even know?
What age would they be now?
50.
They probably don't, like, I'd say a handful know their child.
Stop. Because, like, you know, in genetics, right, they probably don't look a lot like if the father.
No, definitely not. Definitely
yeah.
not.
Probably look more Asian than they do, like, white or black. Well, maybe if they're, like, black and Asian, you can probably tell. But, like,
Asian.
Even sometimes, like, you know, a lot of the Southeast Asians, you know, they come out looking, you know, quite melanated, so.
Yeah.
So, it must be so strange, like, what's your name? Ann Johnson. But you're from Thailand. It's like.
True, yeah.
So they must have taken the mother's name or something.
I mean, I'd say there's a place in the Caribbean that like takes up Irish names.
Stop.
Or like English names.
Stop.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's just. Where were we?
Where were we? No,
we went off.
back at the ranch, right? Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Right. My final thoughts on him, right? As a pop culture icon, right? It's a very weird case, because we see that mass murderers, right? They get attention because they're doing something that's so out of the normal moral bounds. Like, everyone thinks they want to kill someone until they actually have the gun in their hand. They're like, no, I can't do this.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, but all these other, you know, the Mansons, the Bundys, all these people, I think the reason Night Stalker stood out is, one, he was indiscriminate, like you said. Like, we didn't have a race, we didn't have a gender, we didn't have, an
Varied.
age.
Everything varied.
Right?
Nothing played in.
Exactly. Second thing is, this was LA, man. This is like I said before, like it's the place to be, right? So you have the place
City
to
of
be.
Angels.
City of Angels, but there's a devil lurking underneath.
Yeah.
Right? So like that's always gonna blow it up. But I think the biggest reason Night Stalker came is the reason I mentioned before about the painter. This could happen to you. Like, this guy wasn't just like a myth you hear about. This guy was getting your neighbors, getting your friends, getting your grandmother, right?
Yeah.
Like, usually
on his getaways, like, he could be in a different part of LA within 5 minutes.
Like, even his arrest, right? This man run like 10, 15 blocks. How did he be stopped by a mob?
Like, I believe he tried to rob a car.
I think so, yeah.
And then...
And some Mexican guy was all like,
yeah,
no, bro.
No.
Yeah. Like, at the end, imagine this. He was so good at evading. The police found out how he was, couldn't catch him. It was a citizen's arrest.
Facts. Yeah.
So, like... Yeah. Final question for you, bro.
Okay.
If you were face-to-face with the Night Stalker right now,
yeah,
and you could ask him 2 questions.
2 questions?
What would you ask him?
I mean, I know I wouldn't ask him.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't ask him, like, why'd you do it? Because people like him manipulate...
Yeah, stop.
Everything.
Stop. Why'd you do it? There was a whisper in my head.
Yeah, like, Satan, all the images and all this.
Yeah.
What would I ask him?
What'd you ask him? 2 questions.
Like, how did it feel when you got caught?
Were you glad? Were you relieved?
I mean, you must be tired running 15 blocks. I mean, he's
like,
finally
more mentally though. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like, did he want to keep killing? Like,
100%.
You think so?
Yeah. But like, how did it feel? Did it feel like the rain was over?
Yeah.
You know,
like we was Kangs and then now we're not. Yeah.
And I suppose I don't know another question.
The question I would ask him is, it's probably a stupid question, right? But if he could go back in time, would he do it all again?
I like that, yeah.
Because
he'd do it 100 times more.
You're not giving this man any leeway. I don't blame you though.
No,
I do not blame you.
No, like early childhood and all that. Get out.
Okay. Yeah.
This man was evil, and you can't. No, you can't change my mind about that.
I agree. For all the people that say evil doesn't exist or no free will exists, I mean,
look at this man.
Man's a pretty good case study.
Watch something about him.
Stop.
Even a short video.
Because it's very easy. It's very easy to say good doesn't exist, right? But evil not existing is a much harder pill to swallow.
I mean, he did get such an easy way out.
Yeah.
Do you think so? I mean, you seem hesitant.
I seem hesitant because I've heard cancer is very painful death, but like, he probably died in his sleep or something like that. Like, see, this is my thing, right? Death penalty, probably not the biggest fan of. But then again, if someone killed my cousin or grandmother, would I want them to probably, on the electric chair? Probably. So I can't really speak on that, right? The victim should probably, Do I like the state having the power to kill someone? Probably not. But like, it's
a tricky one. We'll get into it another day.
But yeah, do I think he got the easy way out? In a sense, yeah, because probably died in his sleep, died in bed. You know what I mean?
Such an easy way out.
Yeah. The who I feel bad for though, other than the victims, because of course, right? Other than even the people who got tragically touched by him, but like the detectives, right?
Yep.
They couldn't even get the satisfaction to see their work being done. I think they would agree with you. He died in his sleep, cancer.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yes, he got arrested. But, like, if you're thinking of their mindset, this man killed 40 people, assaulted way more, and he dies in his sleep, cancer. That's tough. So that's why.
I mean, it was a lot of hard work with everybody.
Exactly.
I mean, they have to get with another state. Was San Fran another state? No,
it's another city, but
city,
might as well be, like, for the way they were acting.
Yeah.
For the way they were acting.
I mean, they had to share information.
Yeah.
Everybody had to come together.
They had to do a video.
Even
across all
like
precincts.
citizens, like
they got him.
They got him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there was justice or any anything for the families. I mean, that's the worst case scenario, and it came true.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems like everything went in the way for like everything's set in place. It's like a domino effect for the Night Stalker.
But it was scripted for him, right? Like, missed him by an inch, missed him by a hair, missed him by a car, missed him by a day. Like,
a day, like oh,
you know, luck of the devil, right?
nah, this man. If you haven't gone and seen it, just watch it.
Yeah,
okay?
Night Stalker on Netflix. Excellent, excellent.
Brilliant show. I mean,
They didn't go into his childhood enough.
No.
Which I think they should have, because, not to give him an excuse, it's very interesting backstory, though.
Yeah, very.
But yeah, definitely. Night Stalker on Netflix. Interesting watch if you have about 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 4 episodes, 40
4
minutes
episodes,
each.
40 minutes each, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty show.
Yeah.
Definitely, I didn't fear him as much as I did after.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe he wasn't even mentioned back in the day in Ireland. He probably was, but my parents didn't hear about it at all.
At all.
Got asked them about it,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, I just seen the documentary."
Exactly. Even my parents, who would have heard about it being a bit older, they didn't bring it up because it's not something that comes up in normal conversation.
But, like, he's definitely not talked about as much as he should be.
Well, he's not.
I mean, not to give him the publicity.
He's not warned against as much as he should be.
Yeah.
Like, people have a kind of lizard brain effect where they once it's over, oh, we're all safe now. Are you?
Yeah.
Because like this has happened 5 times again.
I'd say if he went longer. I mean, he was a lone wolf.
Oh yeah.
Lone Ranger. You get me?
Yeah.
Do you feel like, actually another question, do you feel like he would have grew as in like cult kind of?
Like, yeah, people would have started following him.
Yes.
I'll be honest, like, if he didn't get caught, Church of Satan might have given him a ring.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, love your work. Like, I just want to say I'm a big fan.
Look up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, here, you could be the king of the Church of Satan now. Yeah.
Son's a big fan. You know?
People are impressionable. Like, there's other Richard Ramirez's, probably not as bad, but like, there's other Richard Ramirez's probably getting
for
abused.
sure there is.
Yeah,
I
probably
mean, what, 7 billion people?
8.
8 billion. It's gone up like shit. Come on.
Look, there's definitely another Richard Ramirez that probably just been stopped because, they found they love to play, the mandolin. I don't know.
I mean, technology's grew.
Stop.
I mean, you're caught for one thing, you're definitely gonna be...
Stop.
Like, police in America, they scare me.
Oh, they
I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, they really do.
Like, and you know why they scare me? It's not even because I think they're going to shoot me, right? Because they probably won't. Statistically, they probably won't. It's that if they want to find out everything about me, click, click, click. Oh, cool.
Done.
Like, what color
But you have brands like Apple now.
That, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like, all they have to do is ring Apple. Yo, I don't know if they do it, though.
I don't... See, Apple sometimes say, oh, we can't give out information, but, like, yeah.
I mean, money talks.
We have to make another video on that.
Yeah, money talks, though.
But money does talk.
Yeah. Yeah, anything else?
Now, I mean, again, guys, Night Stalker. Cautionary tale. Don't make your icons into devils.
Yeah, please don't. It's not a good thing. You're not cool, okay? Please stop.
Stop. But yeah, guys, this has been the Raspy Apple Podcast.
If you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments.